Hello. How are we all? Tell me about your ads. I had an ad for a weird little ball thing that I think you do your washing with. A bit strange, that's what that was all about. The world is a bit strange at the moment. Of course, tonight we are going to be talking about the situation, the global pandemic, and how that might be affecting you. Because it looks like the world is about to shift in quite a big way. Things are going to change. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be keeping it upbeat though. We'll still be having some fun. Hopefully you've got yourself a nice cup of liquid. Maybe it's hot liquid, maybe it's cold liquid. Mine is tea. But you could have something stronger, something colder. That's fine too. Carl's having trouble with his Virgin Media. Well, I'm on Virgin Media as well here, so hopefully I'll be fine. Stream Deck is all set up properly. Now, there's still some more things I want to do with the Stream Deck. I want to have it so that I can press buttons and things appear around on the stream, but I haven't quite got that far yet. But I can adjust the lighting. Look, watch this. Look, make it bright. Less bright. And all that kind of stuff. So hopefully it was going to have a nice... Is that too dark now? Have a nice... that's too dark. A bit more. Let's go for that. Yeah, have a nice professional stream and we'll have some fun. We're going to talk about Corona. I'll give you an update on Best Roof Box. We'll talk about how your affiliate websites are doing. I'm just slurping tea. It's at the perfect temperature, when tea just is perfect. And thank you, Carl. This t-shirt, by the way, is, I've got a couple of clients, a handful. Well, my main and most important client is a company called 80s Casual Classics, and they sell things like this. So that's good for me because I get, staff discount and all that. So, yeah, if you like your 80s t-shirts, I do, or trainers, track tops, Fila, Less, Adidas Originals, all that kind of stuff. Do check them out. It's 80s Casual Classics. I must let him know that he owes me for that plug. But interestingly, they're a traditional company, and it's going to be challenging all these at the moment for all these kind of companies, clothing, just retail in general, especially hospitality. Any pubs, clubs, bars, they are really going to struggle. But we'll talk about that in a bit more detail. Carl also posted some stuff about Amazon, and they're going to be changing a few things just to deal with this Corona stuff. So that may have an effect on us. Because all very well everyone's saying, yeah, well, we'll be fine. We work from home. It's going to be fine. Well, things are affecting everything, aren't they? People, when they're worried about coronaviruses, they're not, for example, going to be thinking about getting a roof box so much, are they? They're not. It's just one of those things. In terms of my YouTube channel and analytics, I haven't noticed any dip as such just yet. So people are still watching my videos. At least, I suppose they'll probably be watching more YouTube at this rate if they're stuck indoors for weeks on end. And so we'll see. I don't know. No one really knows what effects. I'd love to know what you think about the whole situation. Do put some questions, some comments, whatever, into the chat, and we'll talk about it. Perfect. Anyway, I've also got a site to review, but I'm happy to review some other sites. We've got time for a few, so let me know if you would like me to review your site. Let me just move this camera a little bit that way. If you'd like me to review your site, just put it into the chat and we'll have a look at it. I think all shops, again, I see that JE5 has just said my eBay shop is slow this week and it's a real software shop, not dropshipping. I think everywhere is going to be slow because there's so much uncertainty. When there's uncertainty, people tend to stop doing things, don't they? They kind of close up and they get hold of toilet roll for some reason and hoard that. There's so much uncertainty because if you're isolated or if your company's closing down, if you work for an airline, a pub, a club, hairdressers, the list is endless. Your job could be at risk. Your earnings are going to be at risk. So therefore, you're going to stop spending on things like software and roof boxes and anything that's deemed a bit of a luxury. You're just going to keep hold of your money and you're going to spend it on pasta, rice, and toilet roll. So that, unless you're in those businesses, that is going to have a big effect on everyone. Chuck says US and UK people are the greatest and we'll be partying by the end of summer. Yeah, we will. We'll be fine. I think we are going to be fine. I mean, I think the majority of us are going to catch this thing, and if we do, we're probably going to be fine. It's worrying for older people, for anyone who's got a bit of a dicky chest, any of that stuff. You want to stay out the way of it. But for the rest of us, I guess we've just got to get it and recover from it, and then move on. VisitRetroSetup.com says he's selling lots of stuff on Amazon, but Amazon are not shipping it because whatever reason, so he's not getting paid any commission. Dennis says it's a good time to write lots of content. Yes, look at the plus side. If you're stuck inside, it's a great time to work on your business, plan some stuff, work on some content, build a website, and work on those projects that you didn't have time to do before because you were going out and stuff. Yes, that's right, MMK, that Amazon is shutting down non-essential FBA shipments. They basically want to keep room in their warehouses for medical supplies and, staple stuff like toilet rolls. Hi, Gaz. I didn't do any hellos, by the way. I'll do some quick hellos to people I've seen in the chat. Hello, Carl, of course. Hello, Wesley. Hello, Tux the Penguin. Hello, Sue. Hello, Gaz. Hello, R7. I hope you're feeling better, R7. R7 has been very ill. I don't know if it was the coronavirus. I'm not sure he does. It was something very similar, though. Hey, Doug. Good to see you. So, Doug, I don't know if you've checked out Doug's channel. You must go and take a look. He's put about 2 or 3, maybe 4 videos up about best reef books. I haven't even been able to watch them all myself. He's just like churning them out as Doug does. But yeah, I need to look at them. There's one of me and him chatting, so I know what's in that one. But the other ones he's done himself, I need to go and have a good look at those. One of them is a teardown on the site, so definitely worth checking out. R7 said it was Flu A, whatever Flu A is. No, pot noodles are not that, Doug. They are, those noodle things. You must have them in America where you get some hot water, you pour them in, and you have instant noodles. Delicious, possibly. Very popular with students. So Doug says there are 5 videos around best reef books. So I've got plenty to watch over my isolation period. Not that I'm in isolation, because for some reason in this country we've been told that we can't go to the pub or the club or the cinema or the theatre, but the kids can still go to school. How's that work? So, might as well just go to the pub, because I'll get it from my son when he goes to school. Anyway, I'm sure the government has a plan. Tux has got a tight chest and a dry cough and a bit of a fever, but he's put that down to a noodle overdose. Personal finance minimalist has never heard of pot noodles before. Where have you been? You're missing out. Go and get yourself a Bombay bad boy pot noodle right now and see what you think. Stuart says he heard there was also an avian influenza outbreak in the Philippines this week. Really? Carl says that his kid's school has closed today. Craig says, are you prepared for the apocalypse? Though, no. MLK Ventures has watched all 6 of Doug's videos, so maybe you could just fill us in with the summary. That'd be great. I think the one thing that this whole thing has shown is, as Craig mentioned, the apocalypse there, is how kind of flimsy our systems are in society in general. That it only takes like that, and a couple of people go up the supermarket and buy up all the toilet rolls, and then suddenly panic will set in. And these things that you think are so dependable that you go to the shop and you get some toilet roll, they fall away so quickly, and then the panic sets in, and then from there, I don't know where we go. Thank you, Carl. The summary from Carl about Doug's videos, all 6 of them, is that I have a good website. Well, thank you. I'm sure there's a bit more to it than that. The beaches are closed in Spain as well. They are. I've had some pictures from Estepona, which is where I normally go in Spain, and it's all just wrapped up in tape, and you can't go to the play areas or the beaches or anything. Anyway, what we'll do is let's do some practical stuff for a minute. I'll show you Best Roof Books, where we're at with that. I'll show you a site review, do a couple of site reviews. Do go check out Doug's videos. I'll bring them up now. We'll have a look. So let's do a quick little transition off the old. Hey, it worked. So, and I think the new light is good. I love the new light. It's not as harsh as the old light. It's bigger, it's brighter, and you can press buttons to control it. So, in terms of where I'm at with the site, I've got a whole load of articles that are ready to go. They've been edited. They just need me to go and double check them and publish them. So they'll all be up tomorrow, hopefully. Some of them are Carl's ideas, and the others are just kind of car ones. Evening, Adam. Bertie says fatties are apparently at major risk in this book, so I'm in trouble. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess they'd say that's an underlying health issue. You don't smoke as well, do you, Bertie? Because 40 a day and being overweight is definitely not gonna work too well with this thing. MMK Venture says, Doug, you deserve at least 4 or 5 times as many subscribers. Doug is growing quickly. He does, because the amount of content Doug puts out is, well, it makes me feel embarrassed, the amount of content I don't put out. Stuart says, did you not get your... I did. It wasn't a black eye. It was just a bump. It's fine. I fully recovered. Yeah, smokers and overweight people and old people. If you're old, overweight and smoke, curtains. It is curtains. Possibly. I'm not a doctor. So, let's have a look at analytics. To this Best Roof Books, I'll give you a quick update on Best Roof Bucks. Best Roof Bucks? Best Roof Bucks. Helen's been up to Glastonbury Tour. Very nice. It does, Bertie, I'm afraid. I'm not doing any coronavirus articles or trying to cash in on that. I think, you see, some people have been buying up all the soap and the hand wash and trying to sell it on eBay. I think that's disgusting behaviour. You'll be fine, J5, then, as long as you're not smoking 40 a day. Brody's supplements. We can have a look at your site. Did we look at your site the other week? Adam says, how do you deal with toxic backlinks? Do you disavow them? Yeah, that's the best way to deal with it. Daniel says, yes, I am thinking about a new site. In fact, I've started on the new site. The domain name is registered. The site is taking shape. We were talking about the niche last week. I'm recording, but it's going to be a big one because I want to change the format slightly on this new one. I want to talk a lot more detail about the affiliate marketing side rather than just the building the site side. If that makes sense. Someone's cashing in on dropshipping toilet roll. Well, I don't think it's all very well. I mean, of course, in times like this, there's a great opportunity to make a load of money. The stock market has crashed. Crypto is crashing. So, by all means, or by all rights, it's time to buy, isn't it, in those things, because they will recover eventually, we hope, possibly. So, whenever there's a big crash, it's often a good time to buy. But I'm not saying you should buy any of those things if you don't know anything about them. Now is not the time to learn about them either. If you already know about them, then it may be time to invest. Do you like Insights for WordPress? I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah, I remember your supplement site. We can have a look at that. Yeah, we'll do it in a sec. Let me quickly give you an update on Best Roof Books. So, traffic is not down. Traffic is up. But Doug has released 6 videos around the site, which is going to have an impact. And Daryl's video is doing pretty well as well, so that is skewing it. So let's just have a look at. In fact, let me just compare this to the previous 30 days as well. So yeah, we're up 30%. But let's have a look at just search traffic, because that will give us a better idea in terms of, is there a dip? What's the effect of coronavirus? That kind of thing. And let me just take off the compare now. It is up 18%, but if we just take, so just so we can see a bit clearly. It's flat. It's flat. I mean, I don't know. That could be a slight decline. Maybe. In terms of orders and stuff, this is where we're at. They're still happening. I had some orders yesterday. It's still doing around $10 a day. We got a bounty for Amazon Video or something. I don't know what that was. People are ordering headphones. I mean, let's just see what people have ordered last 7 days. That will give us an idea. I don't think it's too many roof boxes. What we got? We got the Super Story of the Harlem Globetrotters. Well, I don't know what that is. It's a book, I guess. There's a tub of towels. What is that? Heavy duty cleaning wipes, of course. We've got some headphones. We've got a basketball hoop. We've got some micropore tape. We've got some freeze dried corn. Can be stored up to 25 years. You can just munch on this corn. How is the website? It is about 12 months old. We have got a roof box, or a roof bag at least, there for $33. We've got a roof cargo protective mount. We've got a Playmobil Priest Cruiser. Nice. And some puppy pads. What is this? Some waffles. So there's food. There's food in there. There is a roof box there as well. Quite a big one as well. That's nice. But in general, I mean, it's a mixed bag. There's not too many roof boxes. That's basically what I'm getting at. 25 orders. There's only a couple of roof box related things. Many moms, hello, by the way. I don't know if I said hello to you. There's always a sector of society who aren't touched by these issues and carry on spending those with money. I still think they can get a little bit cautious. Let's have a look at Brody's, and then we'll have a look at the other site that I've got. Here we go. Do you remember it? Let me just hide me. Oh, I don't need that transition on that one, do I? Okay. So there's a couple of things. First off, Kieran's got his site approved. That's fantastic. There's a couple of things. First thing I'll say is, what is going on with this menu? What is going on with this? What is this? It's broken, isn't it? It's broken. That's what it is. So that's either down to not having enough or having too much margin or spacing between the things. Let's have a look. What do we got? What do we got? I don't see any margin or anything on here, but yeah, that's an issue because it's all broken. So either lose a couple of things or adjust the spacing so that this is up there and this. Oh, I don't know if you got this and this. I don't know why you need two search boxes. But yeah, sort out this header. It's letting the site down. This image I added for you. I don't know. You don't need to keep it, but you can. You've actually got a real shop. That looks funny. I think the homepage. First off, I wouldn't have a sidebar on a homepage personally. I'd make this full width to get your message across. I think sidebars are fine on the internal pages, but yeah, not on the homepage. What, you met Mr. Jacob Rees-Mogg? How was that? Oh God. Sorry, I was just reading that. So yeah, the sidebar's fine on these pages. In fact, generally the site is really nice. You just need to fix the menu. You need to work on the homepage. I think the homepage could be way better. Lose this sidebar, make it full width. This image is nice, but it's too big. Maybe you just use some of the kind of templates that you get for homepages and fill in the gaps, and I think it'll look a lot better. Praise the Mog. Yeah. So I think the site's good. Make those changes and then we'll have another look. There's too much up here, I think. Too much. Because your main thing is your shop, isn't it? That's what you want, the shop. So maybe lose the about. You could probably put the sale underneath the shop. About us is fine. The my account and that kind of stuff. If you can have a side, have a menu across the top in like, you know, a secondary location, that might work better. Well, Rees-Mogg is getting a mixed response. You need the address in the footer. Yeah, that would be. Oh, it's there as an image. I'd suggest you do that as text. And you need a few more columns in your footer with some other things. Yeah, do me some likes, as Doug says. We're up to 16 likes, 76 concurrent viewers right now. Anyway, let's have another look at. Let's have a look at another site, which is not an affiliate site. So that's going to be fun. I'll tell you the story behind it as well. Now, the trouble with this site. Just close these tabs. Let's do it the quick way. The trouble with this site is look at the speed of it. You remember when I used to recommend HostGator? Yeah, and I don't do that anymore. And the reason, one of the main reasons for that is that they're so slow. Why are they so slow? They shouldn't be this slow. This is like against what they're offering. It's just eventually it loads. Does need some spiderweb hosting, that's for sure. So this is a solicitor or a legal company, or lawyers, I guess you'd call them in America. I got an email basically that said, wondering if you could have a quick review of my site. It's a bit different. It's not an affiliate marketing. It's very much a Google Eat area, because obviously with legal stuff you do have to be some sort of, have some sort of authority in order to get any rank. Oh yeah, I do want to mention Spiderweb. I'll come back to Phil and Spiderweb in a minute. So yeah, this site put together by following my tutorials using Flatsome. This is, which is interesting because that's not a theme that I've used for a long time in tutorials, but it's still a good theme. And they're getting quite a lot of traffic into here, which is the Family Law Help Centre. And basically, writing lots of stuff about legal things is working well for them. It's a nice looking blog, definitely. Content looks interesting. So my first initial comments on this page is we need to lose this category archives. I'm not sure an easy way to do that. You might be able to turn it off in your theme settings. It's not needed. You're going to have to adjust your theme settings for that. I'm sure there's an option. You're having trouble with A2, Bertie? I thought A2 were quite good. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you. So I'd lose this. I'd make this bigger. Maybe have this even with like a different background color just to kind of make it separate. The featured images are nice, but they seem too tall to me. There's a lot. You have to scroll past them for quite a long way to get down. So I don't know. Maybe make these a bit smaller. Hoping that you can do all this with your flat sum options. Your page title here on the home page could probably be adjusted to be, you know, family solicitors or family law experts, whatever. Rather than just having the word home and then your company name, I'd have replaced the word home with a useful keyword. Kieran says he's got one site on TSO and one site on SiteGround. No issues with either. I'm finding my TSO sites are not running so well at the moment. Personal Finance says, so the content syndicate links... So are content syndicate links good for building domain authority? Not really. The half offers hundreds of backlinks via a syndicate for 100 or one guest post for the same price, which is better for building DA, the one guest post for 100. I did some examples of HOF links. Do check out my videos around the HOF. This site in terms of look and feel looks fantastic. You've got some great stock imagery. I would feel more comfortable if these buttons sat to the left here. I don't know why. HOF isn't good for domain authority. That's the issue there. I'm not sure if you pay some money for a good guest post. I think you will. Doug's got to go. See you soon, Doug. Do check out Doug's channel. Just do a search for Doug Cunnington. You'll find him. This bit here where it says like get started and then it's got sign up, bring us up to speed, can't say. It feels like there should be a sign up button here. Like, I want to sign up. Where do I go? Is it here? Like, there's a lot of talking about it, but never, and then we get to here. Okay, this is why. So this is why you're running a sort of e-commerce theme. People can buy a monthly package. Does that work for you? I wonder how many people buy that. Other than that, it is a really nice site and, you know, good use of imagery and all the rest of it. Thanks for letting me have a look. And if you've got any questions in particular, Robin, I don't think you're on, are you, right now? But if you watch this back, then just drop me an email and I'll answer any specific questions. UK2. Oh, I used to play on their Counter-Strike servers about 15 years ago. UK2 still going? So Bertie's asking who you're using for domain registry. So I use GoDaddy a lot, but I've recently, and in my latest videos, I'm going to be using Namecheap because they offer free privacy, which is good. Oh, Robin, you are there. Hello, Robin. Was that okay? Have you got any questions while you're on? So Robin, who's in the chat, this is Robin's site we're looking at. I think you need to kind of streamline the sign-up bit. There's a lot of going around the houses. So, is there any more site reviews? So, Spiderweb. What? Spiderweb. This is what I'm talking about. Brand new website. Very nice. So, for hosting and stuff, there's two people I recommend. I recommend SiteGround if you just want something quick, easy, bosh. If you want something a little bit more professional, a little bit more bespoke, if you want to work with a company where you can have a phone call with the owner of that company, if you want fantastic support, then Spiderweb are for you. I use Spiderweb for all of my really important stuff. So my client sites are all on Phil's service. By the way, Phil, who owns Spiderweb, is in the chat right now. Use all my stuff. Sorry, he does all of the stuff for my clients. So I obviously am reselling Phil. I was using TSO Host quite a bit, and that's why I've moved, because they weren't very good. He's just launched some other services which I wanted to talk about. I don't know, is this the page, Phil? Or is it here? I don't know, he's got a whole load of services. So Phil also does my WordPress management, because when you've got lots of WordPress sites, it becomes a real pain. So I just crashed then. It becomes a real pain. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it becomes a real pain to keep them all up to date and all that kind of stuff. Phil's giving me another link. Hang on. Here we go. So there's also these services. So yeah, if you want, basically just talk to Phil. If you've got more than like a handful of WordPress sites, or if you're going to be reselling stuff to clients, then Phil is who you need to talk to. Riddles, we can answer your question. But he's also got these services, so WordPress support. Like if you just got a problem that you need sorting, like maybe you got hacked, or I don't know, you got a problem with your theme or a plugin or PHP problem or something really techie, Phil can fix it. 75 quid just for the hour, and he'll get it fixed in an hour, so that'll be fine probably. But anyway, what I was going to say is I've got a discount code. If you use the code WPEagle10, that's the number 10, 10, WPEagle10, you'll get 10% off any of this stuff. David says do a site review. I'm not going to do a site review on Phil's site. I think it looks good. Look at this. You can play with this for hours. Look, try and get these lines. Oh, I can get some of them, but not all of them. I don't know if I like that or if that's just unnecessary fluff, but hey, it's cool. Carl loves Phil. There we go. He thinks he's amazing. Easy Devon says, you are sleepy. Am I? I've looked worse, I'll tell you that. I don't go to bed early enough for them. When I do go to bed, the kids wake me up early, or they wake me up in the night, and our dog's really old, and she wakes everyone up, and yeah. I don't know if that's what you mean, AZ. Adam says, should you update plugins immediately after a new update comes in? Generally, you should, because often the updates are to fix, security problems, that kind of stuff. On the flip side, though, sometimes a plugin update will break everything. So as long as you take a backup first, run the update. If it all goes wrong, roll back the backup and then look into it a bit further. Or just get Phil to do it. How should you clear cache? Whenever you make a change, that's when you want to clear your cache. Phil's put the code into the chat. R7 says he used the free version of WordFence. Philip says, how is Adsense doing on Best Roof Box? Let's have a look. Visit Retro says audiobooks is the best way to get over this corona. Learn, grow, and grow. Good comment. Has anyone post ever just stopped working in the dashboard? No. Best Roof Box looks like it's up a little bit. Can't remember what it was last time. Let's have a look. Where do we go? It's in here, isn't it? Philip says, using auto AdSense code. I was, but then I took it off again. And I just put the ads where I want them to be. Word stats. Oh, okay. I don't know. If mine have stopped working, I've never really used them. Let's go for... Let's have, what was last month? Let's see if we can compare. I'll go into dollars. It makes... last month was $19. This month, we're up to 17. We're only halfway through the month. So, yeah, it looks like it's up. Time for a Zoic? Maybe. If I can do it without them taking over my DNS, we'll do it. Riddles. Total amount was $139. After one day, they said you only get $5, so it's better. You should take your check. What should I do now? Can Amazon take that check and send that amount another way? Well, I missed the first bit, did I? A few days ago, this is Riddles, by the way, who's in the chat right now. I got my first check from Amazon when I went to bank. I guess they said they are not associated with that bank, so we should involve in a free bank in that process. Tax will be applied. I said okay. Total amount was $130. After one, they said you only get $5, so it's better. You should take your check. Riddles, I have no idea what's going on there. You're in Pakistan. I guess the banking system over there is a little bit different. I get paid my Amazon earnings straight into my bank account. I don't deal with checks, and as far as I can tell, I get all the money that I'm owed. That sounds like a nightmare for you. But I don't think I can really help. It's not something I've got any experience with. Anyway, I think that's enough looking at the computer. Unless there's anything else you need me to look at. I will just quickly bring up Doug's channel. You need to go check this out right now. I'm sure you're already on Doug's thing. But yeah, the last few videos, they're the ones with the coffee cup. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's more than 6, isn't there? There's 7. Oh, I've got a lot of videos to watch. Yeah, go check them out. They're all about Best Roof Box, which is my website. Exotic and dogs, please explain. Sorry, maybe I wasn't pronouncing my words. Zoic is an ad provider, and they take over your DNS, which is like the bit that works between your domain and your web server. And I'm just not very comfortable with them doing that, but I have been told that Zoic you can do it with without that. It's something to do with exotic or dogs. Leslie says, I just saw that Amazon are halting non-essential purchases. I don't think they're halting non-essential purchases. I think that if you're an FBA, where you send your products to Amazon for them to warehouse and fulfill, they're stopping that for the time being because they want to fill up the warehouses with toilet roll. Of course they do, because they want to cash in on it. I think you'll still be able to order anything you like that they've still got in stock. I don't know. I don't have a Zoic code, Carl. You can share yours. It's fine. Many mums visit Retro Setup says, I have a site and a niche for you, Alex. Stupid amounts of traffic to the niche, and I don't think anybody's doing it. I don't have the time myself. Okay. Tell me more. Or do you want to do this offline? If it's such a hot niche, maybe we should do it offline, because you know what Doug's like. Why is it? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, never mind. Send me an email. David says, I don't think giving away keywords for your niche was cool by Doug. I haven't seen all the videos yet. What did he give away? And anyway, I share everything anyway, so I'm not too worried. Although that's very, very not a Doug thing to do, isn't it? Well, yeah, he hates sharing anything because he thinks everyone's going to nick it. I don't know what keywords did he give away. Really? Well, I'm definitely watching all his videos then next tomorrow. Was it this one? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, okay. He's giving me a link here. Is that going to be follow or no follow? Oh, no, it's a follow link. That's cool then. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not too worried. At the end of the day, he's got these keywords from his tools, so they're out there anyway, aren't they? They're out there. You know, it's all common. You can find out the keywords for any site if you just get the right tool and do your research. I don't know. Does anyone else? I say I haven't watched all the videos yet. I really need to probably before I talk too much about Doug's videos. But I don't understand where this 25x comes from. Oh, sorry, I know where the 25x comes from. I don't understand where this comes from. Because at the moment, we all know the site's doing about 300 a month. And if my maths are right, then 300 a month times 25 is like 7,500, which is what we talked about in my last video, or video before. So I don't know where the 37,500 comes from. I mean, it sounds good and I'll take it. It is clickbait, I guess, because I can't get the maths working. Anyway, what is this guy talking about? Dropship lifestyle. Check out the videos. Go and have a look. Let me know what you think. Everyone's answering your question, I think, Alfredo, but the question was Google Console called my site and I have a few errors with products says either offers, review, or aggregate rating should be specified. Just have a look at your plugin. Use Rank Math, it should fix that, as I think someone. Carl says, yeah, that estimation is way too high, no disrespect. Yeah, I mean, we spoke about estimations and all that stuff only the other week because I did a video on how much I'd spent, and I was happy because I was breaking even with around about a 10 grand valuation. I think we were going for on the site, which I think is realistic, maybe a little bit more. Maybe by the end of this year it might be worth that kind of money, but not right now. Let's transition. Wait, that's not the transition I wanted. Okay, maybe we don't get the transition on that one anymore. You just see the back of my head. It didn't give me the... I need the eagle in order to spin round. We could just do it this way. No, that wasn't smooth either, was it? Anyway. I'll fix that. I told you, I thought the Stream Deck was all ready to go, but apparently not. There's a few little tweaks that still need to be done. So we've got 15 minutes. we haven't talked too much about coronavirus, but yeah, it's going to have a big effect, I think, on all of us. Even if we do work online and have affiliate websites, because it's just going to change a lot in the world in general and the way people are doing stuff. There's obviously going to be winners and losers. The guy that's dropshipping all that toilet roll, he's probably a bit of a winner. But then on the other hand, he's also a loser for doing that kind of thing. Because I think profiteering off other people's fear, misery and hardship is just not on, really. It's not the way I like to make my money. I like to make money by helping people and that kind of thing. So I think we should probably all strive to do that and not make a quick buck out of some hand gel or some soap. Yeah, I think just be sensible. Carl says, give me 8k for best root books. Well, we could have a little auction right now. But it's not for sale right now, so we can't. Bert says, will you flog the site or keep it running as a recurring system? I'm probably going to sell the site because I want to complete the journey, as it were. David says, were you working on websites in 2007, 2008 when the last crash happened? How was it for the market? I would have been... What was I doing then? I think I was doing Wi-Fi stuff then, maybe. I wasn't building affiliate sites back then, so I don't know. Adsense says, we need more thumbs up. Yeah, how many have we got? 40. That's really good. $74 watching right now. Oh, is it 68? Two dislikes tonight. That's quite low, isn't it? If you disliked, say so in the chat right now, and you will win a free prize. Maybe. Yeah, many mum says it wasn't fun getting a tech job back then. It wasn't. No, it wasn't fun getting any job. Mark says, Alex, I changed my... What was that? It's just popped away. I changed my theme in February. My website orders have switched off. Any ideas? You need to dig into that, Mark. That's worrying. It could be a technical issue on the site. There could be a problem with the checkout. So people physically can't buy. You know, there's an issue with the add to cart or the checkout process. It could have had a negative effect on your traffic. So dig into your analytics, see if there's anything going on there. For whatever reason, maybe your site's not being indexed correctly anymore. But yeah, it sounds like the theme has broken something, and you need to look into that. And the first place I'd look at is the checkout. Try and check out yourself and see if all that's working. If that is, then have a look in analytics and see what's happened to your traffic. But if they've dropped to like 0, that probably means there's a technical issue stopping them. Tosh, that's a very positive way of looking at it. So once people get a taste of working from home, probably will ask to go that way full time. And yeah, maybe people start thinking, I like this kind of life. I'm going to build an affiliate site or do something like that. Who knows? Greg says Doug did it. Yeah, I think Doug did at least one of the dislikes, especially when we're talking about his maths. Alfredo says, I have a visual problem on my site. My articles are not all the same size and don't line up for some reason. Well, Alfredo, put the site in the chat. And we'll have a look at it right now. I want that Pac-Man. It's a ghost. If I put it on, does it mess everything up? No, it's kind of works. It's a bit distracting though, isn't it? I don't know if I can make it stop flashing. No. Just have the eyes. That's kind of cool. Thank you, MK Ventures. He says the site should go around 15k easily. Yeah. Might use that a bit more in my videos. I always forget to put it on. Uh-oh. Now that light's gone off. What's going on? I know. The ghost has caused some gremlins now. I don't know what's happened there. This has made everything glitch. The ghost has made everything glitch. Pac-Man merch affiliate site could be interesting. Maybe a bit too niche. Office chairs, yeah, work from home. Well, the whole kind of work from home niche could be, I think that could be a good one. Because there's so many different things you could talk about. Chairs, desks, coffee, Wi-Fi stuff, whatever, I don't know. There's so many articles, isn't there? Job security is a thing of the past. I think it has been for a while, hasn't it? And coronavirus has highlighted it, that, you know, you work for a nice big company like Virgin Airline. You think, you know, this is a job for life. It's fine. We're a big company. We're fine. This hits, flights are grounded. Big company's in trouble within a few days. Has to lay off 800 people. It's quite scary. Bertie says, worth your while to build a rank and rent site, you reckon? What's a rank and rent site? What, so I build a site and it ranks to then rent it to someone? I should give away one of the sites. Well, I think I need to offload all of my old sites. So if you're interested in it, I'll open it up to you guys. If you're interested in any of my old sites, because I am going to sell them, give them away, I don't know, whatever, get rid of them, because I don't work on them. They're wasted. So we've got Boot Boutique, we've got beer shirts, we've got Bow Wow Tech, and zombie merch. That's still up there, I guess it is. I'm going to get rid of all of them. So if any of you are interested, drop me an email and we can talk. Also highlights too much reliance on tech and compares it to before. Yes, it just highlights how detached we are as humans now away from nature, and that we've got all these kind of systems and things in place, all our technology and our globalization and all these other things, and it can take just some virus, something at the microscopic level, can just make it all disappear. Like football, for example, big thing football, isn't it? The big stadiums, and you know, the big teams and all the money involved and all the hundreds of thousands of people. By the way, to Americans, I'm talking about soccer, of course. You know, the hundreds of thousands of people that watch it every Saturday, and then virus comes along like that, football's gone. No football anymore. It's gone. Helen, yeah, drop me an email. We'll sort that out. I'm sure you could do something with Biotech. Bruh, man, you can ask me anything you like. Liam says, does anyone use wooziness or woozone? I guess you're trying to say wooziness is that's what you get from coronavirus, wooziness. I'm sure lots of people use woozone. I don't use it so much, but lots of people do. Woozone, yeah. Yeah, are the football players still getting paid? Yeah, we'll see what happens to football. I'm sure they're all going to get paid. Yeah, but the sponsors aren't going to be getting any value, are they, when they're not playing? Decaf Coffee says it's kind of weird. First page rankings on Bing and no clicks, no buys on my food site. Well, I think it's because it's on Bing. Right, moderators, I think we're going to need to start kicking some people. We haven't had a big attack of trolls for ages, have we? It looks like there's quite a few coming into the chat now. So, yeah, Helen, you need to get on those. But anyway, it's nearly the end of the stream. They're a little bit late to the party. A Flickr image is free to use. Yes. I think Flickr's fine. I like Flickr. It's a good source of images. Troll attack. Yeah, it's like Corona. It's because all these people are stuck at home. What are they going to do? They're bored. They're bored. What should we do tonight? Let's find some live streams to troll. Ooh, that'd be fun. MMK Ventures, Alex, can you please explain a bit about the 90-day cookies versus the Amazon 24? I mean, how is it that Amazon is okay with it, or they don't care, or don't they know, or they do know? It's something that they do. But the difference is that for the 90-day cookie to be set, when you redirect someone over to Amazon, the products have to be automatically added to their cart, and the 90-day cookie only applies to those products, not to anything else they buy. Sid, I've got lots. Pixabay, yeah, that's also a good place for images, definitely, yeah. How often do you post on Best Food Books? As often as I can. I've got about 13 articles, well, I've got exactly 13 articles ready to go, so I put them up. So I tend to do that every couple of weeks, so I'm posting at least 2 or 3 times a week if you kind of broke it down, although I'm not that regularly. Generally kind of comes in fits and spurts. I do a whole load and then get some written, and a whole load and get some written. I do set different dates on them though, so it kind of spaces them out. JMac, plans for an upcoming affiliate website after Foodworks? Yes, it's already underway. Video will be up soon. Have any ideas of a niche? Yes, we talked about it last week. I shared the niche. I'm not going to say it anymore because Doug told me that's silly, but yeah, it'll be up really soon. Alte says that the cookie is cleared when someone buys something on Amazon. That's interesting. So if they order twice in a day, you'll only get commission on the first order. Bertie says, are you writing much of your own content or going purely paid stuff? I'm using writers for all of the content. What's this thing about the Google Sandbox? We spoke about this the other week as well. Google Sandbox is allegedly, with no proof around it, something that happens to new sites before Google's really sure about the site, whether it's legit, and people can end up in this sandbox where, yeah, they don't rank particularly well, or they might rank a little bit. It's kind of a little bit sporadic, and then after 3 to 6 months, when Google is happy with your site, then you come out of sandbox. Some people say that it doesn't even exist, so I don't know, but some SEOs think it does exist. I don't know. Still worth having a mail subscription nowadays? I don't think the value is in it so much. I'd have to offer something of value to collect those email addresses, and I'm not quite sure what that would be on Best Reef Books, but maybe. Michelle says, Alex, Carl believes in the sandbox. Michelle says, when you set up Google Ads, do you set up a separate one for each site or a personal account and add each website? I just have the one Google Ads account, and then I just add multiple sites to that account. Yeah, I only have the one Google login, if that's what you mean. I have like my main Google login, which is my Gmail. Phil says he's 90% sure, 99% sure there is no sandbox. Free dislikes now. What did I say to upset you? I'm sorry. Yeah, Sue, that's absolutely right. I could offer something of value just by packaging up one of my articles as an ebook, like 10 things to consider before you buy a roof box. That might work. But even like WP Eagle, where I'm offering my free Elementor templates and the SEO checklist, I don't get that many signups. And then when I do send an email, it doesn't get read that much anyway. So I think remarketing is probably a more powerful thing than email. I just think email, people get so many emails, they're filtered and all the rest of it. They just don't see them. And even if they do see them, they don't read them. Ozan Z says, did you know that coronavirus is known to mankind since 1960? Google is a funny thing. Coronavirus maybe, but has COVID-19, because there's another 18 other coronaviruses that have been around for a while. Anything you would twir the free trolls earlier? Could have been, yeah. Are a small percentage of high quality PBN links still worth it? I don't know. I've never really played with PBN links. A little bit scared. It's Black Hat and it'll end up with my site getting penalised. JMax, is anything you'd do differently with Best Roof Box if you could start over? I'd probably not call it Best Roof Box. A lot of the advice I've been given is that was not a good idea, but no. No, I'm happy with it. Tim Ferriss, Bertie's recommending. Someone bought 96 packets of ramen noodles. With my unrelated affiliate link, says Chris, it made $1.12 in affiliate revenue. Ramen noodles niche, anyone? No, but I think you are onto something there. I think, and I know I've just ranted about, cashing in on people's fear, misery, and uncertainties. But as a niche, and it's always been around because we looked at sites before, the survival niche is definitely an interesting one, and to drill into that. So rather than just looking at hunting knives and water filtration systems and all that kind of stuff, maybe the stockpiling niche. So I don't know, stockpiler.com. Should I register that now? It's gone. Someone registered it yesterday. And even after all this is gone, I think people are going to be a little bit more aware that they need to have stuff in the cupboard for when stuff happens. So a website based around dried goods, like noodles, like those weird sweet corn things or pork corn things, whatever you call it, freeze-dried corn, those kind of products that last 25 years in a cupboard, maybe toilet rolls, I don't know. But that could be an interesting niche, dried goods that last for a long time niche. Chris says, does anyone use Cloudflare? If so, thoughts? Yes, it's on WP Eagle. It works well. David says his site seems slower. Phil, you're running it on my personal blog site. Steve doesn't like Tim Ferriss. Says the 4-hour work week was clickbait that never actually worked for anyone. Stockpiler.com is available. It's only, let me just show you, it's only £22,000. There's that one with the hyphen. It's only $9.99, but I can't buy it because it's got a hyphen in it. Pro Media says, what do you think about the swimming pool niche? Well, I've got the swimming pool signs one, which I'm going to start working on a bit more as we head into summer. The swimming pool niche in general, I think you'd have to get specific around certain areas of swimming pools. Stockpiler.club, 99 pence. Ooh. Just added the. Although we were talking about again last week, the's in domain name. Is that cool or is that not? The stockpiler.com. It's got a nice ring to it. By the way, you can steal this idea straight away. I'm not going to go on this one. Or maybe I am. I've got enough ideas and niches to play with. And to be fair, we've probably missed the boat. There's probably not going to be another massive thing like this for many years to come. Or maybe people's attitudes have completely changed and we're all going to be stockpiling in, forever now. We're just going to make sure that we've always got at least 100 tins of beans, freeze-dried corn in the cupboard. I don't know. Pantry Professor. I remember that one, Brittany. You're right. Income School did give away a site in a very similar sort of niche. Drop the E at the end of stockpiler. So what, like stock pillar? Stockpile secrets. Yeah, there's loads of things you can go for. That we know we're searching for a domain. You just got to add other words on, haven't you? You get something really catchy and cool. Well, there says, Alex, can you remake your how to make an Amazon affiliate e-commerce store website? Maybe. I don't know if I'm going to do any more WooZone videos. If you've got any specific questions, just drop me an email, and I will do my best to help you out. Anyway, I think it's the National Lottery has a hyphen. They make me. Yeah, they've got a little bit. I don't think it's down to their website really why they make millions. Are there any issues with running both AWP and Analytics Pro? I understand that a bit of duplication, but curious if they play nice together. Yeah, I've never seen any problems. I had them both running on my site for a while. Anyway. Again, it's transitioned to the back of my head without transitioning. Will you... Oh, now it's too much transition. Yeah, I need to work on that. Hi, Dairock. It's 3 AM in India. Ask one question from where can I hire good content writers for my site? Well, there's two companies I recommend for hiring writers. I recommend Texton.com. This one here. And I also recommend BKA Content, which is slightly more expensive, but a little bit more detailed in terms of the products and services they offer, how you spec them. And I think all of their writers are definitely in the US. And also with BKA Content, if you use the code WPEagle when you check out, you'll get a discount. And that is an affiliate code, so I will earn a commission. With Texton, just go to Texton.com. They don't have an affiliate program, so I can't earn anything, even though I recommend them all the time. But anyway, as Helen and Carl both say, if you enjoyed tonight's stream, do leave me a thumbs up. Really helps me out. Let's see if we can transition back over there without with the eagle thing. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I don't know. The light's gone off again. I guess it's a loose connection. We can finish in the dark, maybe. Let me just check my connection. Oh. It's probably time to go if we're in the dark, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely time to go. Is it the ghost? I don't think it's the ghost. It's coronavirus, I guess. That one's not working either. We're back on. It wasn't the ghost. It was just because I got too much junk under my desk and it knocked one of the switches. Anyway, thank you so much for having me. As Carl says, if you my best wishes too. I'm licking your lines there, Carl. If you do get poorly, just take it easy. Loss of fluids and relax, chill out. Hopefully it's not going to affect your income too much, but I think it's all going to have an effect on business. It's going to affect on all of our businesses in some way, so be prepared for that. It's a great time to learn and watch stuff. You don't have to just binge watch Netflix. There's loads of great stuff on YouTube and Udemy and all those places where you can learn some stuff, so put your time to good use. You can of course work on stuff if you feel up to it. Maybe start that website you've been putting off. Start thinking about that and try and turn this completely negative situation into a bit of a positive that hopefully we can all look back in 12 months and go, cool, what was that all about? That was a bit of a faff. Do you remember everyone buying all that toilet roll? God, crazy times. I'm here if you need me. My email address is up there. Do drop me an email if you need help with anything. You got any questions? I'll do my best to reply to as many as I can. I don't think it is, Bertie. Thanks for asking though. I'm not doing any YouTube channels reviews right now because I don't think I'm qualified. My YouTube channel is a fledgling channel, and I'm no expert when it comes to YouTube, that's for sure. And as Phil says, yeah, we are all here to help each other. WP Eagle community bands together. We can spend time together without getting close, without spreading any virus. I'm not sure if there's going to be a video this week because I am working a lot on my big video, the one that we just talked about with the new niche and the new site, so I really want to get that done. So I don't know if I'm going to do any small little videos. It's not time for an official Best Roof Box update yet, so we'll see. Helen has just put a link now to the Facebook chat somewhere down there. Facebook chat, the Facebook group. I can't even talk tonight. Do join us in the Facebook group. We talk about stuff. Be good to see you there. You've sent me the mail. Thank you. Okay. I'm just looking at my email now. I don't see anything, but I'm sure it'll be in a minute. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to bid you farewell. I'm going to do the countdown, the infamous countdown. And I wish you all the best of luck with everything. And I hope you don't get poorly. And if you do, I hope it's not too bad. I think if you've got O-type blood, you're going to be fine. If you've got A-type blood, it could be a little bit more uncomfortable. But I'm no medical expert or scientist. It's something I read on the internet, so I don't know. Anyway. Brody says, Alex, I always feel more knowledgeable after these videos. Thank you. Well, that's the idea. There's supposed to be a little bit of knowledge. There's supposed to be a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of fun. That's about it, really, in the streams. But I'm glad you take something from it. And yeah, stay safe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll see you next week. Same time, same place.